Kylan, can you just take me through at number one on the ropes? What happened in those last couple of minutes from your perspective to kind of let that slip away?
No, they're a really good team. They beat us on the offensive glass or for us at defensive end, so good credit to them. Can't down on live possession. Got down to the rim. We don't want to foul. He made a good play. I feel like we played a really, really good game. We stuck to our game plan. I feel like majority of the part, they're a good team. They just made the play at the end.
Kind of along those lines, can you walk us through your vantage point from the time they inbounded to ultimately the layup?
For me, I was trying to get us huddled and trying to communicate our matchups, and I think we had just a little bit of miscommunication. I was supposed to get him, who's coming down the court, and I saw Jemai was open on the wing, so I left and just went to go guard him. I think just know little stuff like that. Us work on our communication. When we get back into the lab, will be a big jump for us. But when I saw him come down, I just seen that he had the lane, and it was just I couldn't really help.
Kylan, I know you guys probably aren't too motivated by just moral victories, but I just wanted to get your thoughts just on scheduling like a team like this, having them come to Champaign.
That's why we all came to the school like this. We want these big games, especially when we played the way we did today. We did what we needed to do to compete for the number one team in the nation. They just got that last possession, but I feel like we never even duck teams. We know how good we are, and we know the type of work we put in as a unit, and how much trust we have in Coach Underwood. So in matchups like that, nobody has fear.
Kylan, we heard Brad say on the radio that you guys need to grow a little bit in the late game. What do you see with that in terms of areas to improve to get more of what you want in the end of game situations?
Communication. I've been on really good teams. One thing that I feel like was never lacking in a sense was how aggressive and how intense we were on the defensive end communicating. I think that just starts with me. In the practice, making sure that we pick that side up and put more effort into it. You can strike fear in the teams. I said that before, and you never have mishaps and some late switches or something like that. Everybody's on the same page.
You mentioned communication a few times. Is that just a factor of a bunch of new guys playing together, or do you just think that it's anything more than that?
I think young, new, being in those type of games, a lot of them don't know situations like that. I think it's good though that these type of games are happening earlier on the side of the season. Against really good teams, and we can watch the film and realize, little stuff like that we can just make sure we close out a game.
Was the style of this game maybe what you expected going in, and maybe how do you feel like your team handled what was kind of stop and start, maybe not a lot of flow with all the foul calls?
No, for sure. They're a great defensive team as well. It was a really gross game in the first half, but we knew they were going to be very, very physical. They were going to be aggressive in the defensive end. Excuse me. But, we expected that. We watched a lot of film on them. They did a great job. But I feel like, even though with how good a defensive side they were, I think we'd still execute our stuff.
To pick up 2 fouls early and then sit on the bench for a while, what did it take for you mentally to come out and finish with 2 fouls, play hard defense regardless of that?
That doesn't faze me. I'm trying to win the game at all times. I feel like that's my fault. I can't put myself in those situations where I got to come out early. Lanier did a great job tonight. Really good player. But that's on me. I can't put myself in those type of situations and not be out there for my team.
Listen, you talk about knowing how good you guys are as a team, but how do you kind of balance that perspective of maybe the big picture of how good you think you are versus the emotions of a game like this? How do you balance the perspective of knowing kind of the big picture of where you think you guys can go, but also kind of the hard emotions of losing a game like this? How do you kind of balance those two things?
Worry about Missouri now. I feel like it's the biggest mentality. Can't go back and change the game. Just watch the film, fix little things that we need to work on, and continue to put trust into each other and to Coach Underwood. But when how great you are, you can't get little stuff like this. You can't let it bother you too much.